What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Ethereum today, ETH, USD. Hit that like button, you guys. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it, okay? It is the 17th day of October, and here we are at about $3,800, just below there. We got 7 hours and 3 minutes left in the day. Bitcoin's being volatile. It's being squirrely. What do I mean by that? I mean, if we look at the 1 hour time frame, you can just see here, she's being squirrely. We found resistance right at prior support. I'm assuming we're going to make another stab lower. That's probably what's going to happen, and that's fine. Ethereum probably follows suit. We're going to look at the ribbons here in a second, but I want to look at the short-term stuff before we get into that. 1 hour time frame here. Man, yeah, doing literally the same thing Bitcoin's doing, aren't you? Finding resistance right here at prior support. You guys notice anything similar, right, to what we did this time right here? We found resistance right at prior support. We found resistance here right at prior support as well, and we just keep going lower. So the expectation then would be that we probably have another stab lower. That'd be my guess here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, maybe not. From a low here to a high, the expectation, yeah. The expectation here is that we probably do see prices back at $3,630 to even $3,400. Anything and everything in this range is fair game right now, right? It's very common that if you find support at the golden ratio and then resistance at the 1272, it's very common to go to somewhere in this zone here between the 1886 and the 200 level, namely the 2272, okay, which is actually right in the heart there. So something around $3,500, and with the 2272, it's actually more common to wick through it than it is to find direct support on it. Though I will say, typically whenever you're moving down, you do find direct support on it, where whenever you're moving up, you'll wick through it. I don't know why, but that's just typically what I see. Something around 3,500. We're at 3,780 right now. 3,500 sounds appropriate. That sounds appropriate, you know. And if that's not appropriate, if instead we find a low at 3,630 to 3,600, that's fine too. You know, whatever. But something lower nonetheless, I think, is coming our way. We look at the 1 hour time frame. You see this RSI, and the trend here is overall pretty predominantly bearish, right? Lower lows, lower highs. We actually just hit a high point here, rejecting in this exact trajectory that we've been respecting since really since the 12th there. Looking like we want to come back down. You know what's nice about this setup, though, is that we hit a deep oversold reading here. We're going to come down. We're going to get a higher low, maybe bounce off the oversold zone or in the oversold zone, whatever, but we're likely going to get a higher low. Again, because why? I mean, just simple deduction right here. If we look at this low, it's the lowest low that we've seen throughout all these attempts here. Okay, it's not that we can't go lower. We can. We absolutely can go lower. But statistically speaking, we probably don't. We probably do find a higher low. And if we get a higher low in the RSI but project out a lower low in the price, what is that? That's bullish divergence. So we will finish this off with bullish divergence. Maybe we come down and we get more bullish divergence. I don't know how it's all going to work out whenever it plays out. 3,500, 3,600, something in that range. We're at 3,800 right now. Seems to be the intended area. The stochastics look bearish here, rejecting the 50, and the MACD, even though you're green, I still think it looks super bearish actually. 4 hour time frame, also with your own downtrend here. It's really sad because you had this downtrend. I feel like I'm a broken record because I've said this for a few different cryptos today. But you had this downtrend, you broke out, should have gone to the overbought zone, should have, could have, would have with all these things, but no. What you did was you broke out and then you just formed another downtrend. That's what you did. You're probably going to come down here and again find a higher low, giving us overall bullish divergence as well. So with that, that would imply a 4 hour close that is below 3750. I think we're going to get that. I really do think that we're going to get that there. The RSI is bearish. The stochastics are bearish. Why are they bearish? Well, they're pointed downwards, right? It's overall downward trend. I guess actually right now they're pointed upwards. But I would say bearish, right? You can be pointed upwards here. It's whenever you do this stuff, whenever you're, what's the word I want to use? Meandering in this oversold area, that you do your most damage to the downside, right? Here you are meandering and lower, right? You got lower here and you weren't even that deep in the oversold zone like we are here. You know what I mean? Like you can be here and still push lower. So overall bearish on these stochastics as well. And then the MACD, man, finding resistance here at the 0, back on the 14th, and even a second time here on the 15th. It just should have been a sign that we were going to go lower. It should have been a sign right there that we were going to go lower. And I don't know if we were listening to that or not, but here we are down at this level. Again, I think the lowest that I could see us going to is about 3,400. I don't know if we go down there, but it's the lowest I could see us going to. The minimum that I see us going to from here is about 3,600. That'd be my expectation. Now, with that being said, and I should have said this in the beginning, with that being said, it's important to be aware there is a plethora of shorts. There's an abundant amount of shorts both for Bitcoin and Ethereum built in over the past month, okay? And if we look at these liquidation levels, for Ethereum at least, the large majority of these shorts get cleared out. They get housed at $4,300 to $4,400, okay? There will be there are little islands, little pockets here at 4,100, 42, 43, little pockets all along the way, but most of these shorts they're resting safe and sound all the way back at $4,300 to $4,400, you guys, even beyond there, okay? $10 billion in shorts for Ethereum is insane. It's crazy over the past 30 days. We look at the past day, the past 24 hours, and there are $2.2 billion in shorts. That's also insane, okay? Until these shorts get cleared out, I do remain optimistic, right? I think that we are clearly at a bottoming point. But also on the flip side to that, until the longs are absolutely decimated, until we're seeing days where we're not getting over $1 billion in a 24-hour period, we're probably going to keep moving down, right? We're probably going to keep moving down. If you're going to keep longing on the way down, we will continue to move down. That's just how it goes. But I do think that we're near the end of it. Again, the writing is on the wall with these 30-day time frame liquidation levels, man. It's crazy. It's crazy how much is going on here. If we're looking at this on the daily time frame, daily RSI also promoting bullish divergence. Check this out, right? You've got a low here, a higher low there. Right? Bullish divergence. You had that move, nice, and now you're coming back down. If we do get a day to close below here, and I'm sure we do, and the RSI maintains a higher low, that could be double bullish divergence. That'd be a very powerful signal, my friends. It'd be a very, very powerful signal, in fact. If we do see lower lows in the RSI, that's not a big deal. Get rid of your bullish divergence. It's not a big deal. You can do that, right? You did it here. Right, you had bullish divergence right here. You even further diverged there, and then guess what? As soon as you gave it up, what happened? As soon as you gave it up, that was your low, and you moved higher. It's not a big deal. Sometimes you have to get rid of your bullish divergence before you move up. A lot of people think bullish divergence is necessary to mark a bottom or mark a top, but oftentimes enough, it's actually once you get rid of that divergence that you see the focal point where you turn things around. Actually, looking at the stochastics, bearish. I would expect that we keep moving down until we hit the oversold zone, get into it, right? Typically, it looks like with all these readings here, you like to get into it. So let's wait and see what Ethereum looks like once we're in the oversold zone. Maintain that bearish stance until then. That's my assumption. We set it back here. How odd it was that you found support here. And, retrospectively, maybe we should have accounted for a bounce that did not last, right? I don't remember what my thoughts were back here. I know we were calling for the price to move up, but were we calling for new all-time highs? I don't think so. The MACD also bearish here. Everything's bearish. Come on down. We'll see you down at 3,400 to 3,600. That's my expectation, at least there. And then whenever it comes time to moving higher, we will move higher. We will see fantastic growth over the coming weeks, over the coming months. As early as next week, I think we could be on the path to recovery and starting to move higher. And certainly by the end of the year, I'm anticipating that Ethereum sees anything from an $8,000 to a $12,000 price, perhaps right there in the middle at 10K by the end of the year. We're looking for targets by the end of the cycle that are all the way up at 14K and beyond. Okay, $14,000 Ethereum by the end of the cycle, sometime in April, May, or June even. 22K to 27K at the high end, right? I really do believe that Ethereum will be worth over $20,000 by the end of the cycle, but at a minimum 14K and beyond. That's the expectation. So it's a blessing here at 3,800. It should be a blessing. You should be feeling lucky whenever you hear somebody say that we're probably going to go a little bit lower. It's an opportunity to buy. It's not an opportunity to sell. Do not get it twisted, okay? I've got nothing else for you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please hit the like button. Feel compelled to hit the like button. If you're going to hit any button at all, don't let it be the sell button. Let it be the like button. Let it be the subscribe button. And I will see you guys on the next one, okay? Take care of yourselves. Seriously, take care of yourselves. If you're feeling desperate right now, if you're feeling like you made the wrong decision, you've ruined everything that you've worked for over the past months, years, whatever it is, you'll get over that in a very short amount of time if you just sit on your hands, if you're just patient, you wait, you buy the dip, if anything, because you're going to get over it because the markets are going to be moving up. It's going to be really hard to feel bad about your investments whenever they're pumping through the roof. And you're not going to experience that if you make that wrong decision and sell now. Just please take care of yourself. Make sure that you're not making emotional decisions whenever it comes to investing. Make sure that it's all based in logic. If you logically believe that now's a good time to sell, I would ask in your head, I would ask you to play a game, okay? If you're thinking, I'm not being emotional, I'm just being logical, it's time to get out, crypto's crap. Okay. Play this game with yourself. Play this game with yourself. Let's play this game of pretend where we pretend we are the best traders in the world. The best, the absolute best. We bought the low. We sold the high. And we haven't gotten back into Ethereum yet. Okay. We bought the low because we're the best traders in the world. We sold the high and we haven't gotten into Ethereum yet because we knew it would keep coming down. My thoughts, my question to you then is, if you played this game perfectly, if you were the best trader in the world, you bought the low, you sold the tip, and you've waited patiently, would you not see this as an opportunity to buy right now? Would you think, I'm glad I didn't buy back in, this thing's terrible, it's going to zero? Or would you think, maybe I should dip my toes in here, I should start to allocate and DCA in right now? I think it's a perfect time to DCA. The only reason why people are panicking is because they're involved, because they bought the highs. That's why they're panicking. It's all perspective. Play the game. Play the game. Let's pretend that you're perfect. Would you be panicking here? No, you wouldn't. You'd be knife and fork with a bib on, ready to eat. Okay? Don't be panicking here. Don't go panicking. I'll see you on the next one. Hit the like button, subscribe. Take care. Bye.